Hey there, fellow educators. Today we'll be diving into an exciting and super effective way to make grammar come alive in your elementary classroom. Get ready to transform the way you teach grammar with the power of visuals. We all know that teaching grammar can sometimes feel like deciphering secret codes. Even for the brightest elementary students, parts of speech and sentence structures can be a real head-scratcher. But fear not, because the secret to making grammar crystal clear is right at our fingertips, or should I say, grammar visual cues. But before we dive into the why, let's talk about the what. So what exactly is grammar visual cues? It's a method that uses colors and symbols to represent different parts of speech or grammatical concepts. For example, you could use red for nouns, blue for verbs, and green for adjectives. By consistently using these visual cues, students can quickly grasp the relationship between different words and how they fit together to form meaningful sentences. Now you might be wondering, why should I use grammar visual cues in my classroom? Well, let me tell you, it's a game changer. First and foremost, it's incredibly effective for visual and interactive learners, which, let's face it, is pretty much all of our students. Research shows that when students are able to see and manipulate grammar rules in a hands-on way, they develop a deeper understanding of these abstract concepts. Plus, it's just plain fun. Who doesn't love using colorful materials and engaging in interactive activities? When students enjoy learning, they're more likely to be engaged and motivated. And that's exactly what grammar visual cues brings to the table. Okay, so now you're convinced. How do I actually use grammar visual cues in my classroom? Well, let's walk through a simple example. Let's say we're teaching a lesson on adjectives. We can start by creating sentence strips with different colors for different parts of speech. For instance, we can use blue for nouns, red for adjectives, and green for verbs. Now let's put a noun on the board, something like dog. Students can come up to the board and add an adjective to describe the dog. They can choose a colorful sticky note and write fluffy on it and stick it next to the noun. Then they can add a verb to the sentence. We can repeat this process, adding more words and expanding the sentence until we have a complete and colorful masterpiece. Another fantastic way to use grammar visual cues is through the use of manipulatives. These can be anything from colorful blocks to alphabet tiles. Students can use these manipulatives to build sentences on their desks or on the carpet. For example, if we're working on building sentences with plurals, students can stack blocks or tiles to form words that end in s. This hands-on approach not only helps students internalize grammar rules, but also makes the learning process memorable and enjoyable. So how can I make this activity even better? You might ask, well, here are a few tips. First, make sure the activity is age-appropriate. Younger students may need simpler sentence structures and larger, more colorful pieces. Second, incorporate student input. Ask students to help you create the visual cues or to come up with examples. This will help them feel ownership over their learning and increase their engagement. Third, encourage collaboration. Pair or group students to work together on sentence building. This will promote teamwork and allow students to learn from one another. Fourth, use colorful, tactile materials. Elementary students are naturally drawn to bright colors and hands-on activities. So use this to your advantage to make the learning process more enjoyable. Finally, provide opportunities for students to reflect or present their work. This can be done through class discussions, exit tickets, or even informal assessments. By reflecting on their learning, students will be able to solidify the concepts and identify areas where they may need additional support. Remember, differentiation is key. Some students may need additional support or modifications, while others may be ready for more enrichment. Be prepared to adjust your approach accordingly. Also, keep it fun. The goal is to make grammar enjoyable, not stressful. Incorporate games, songs, or other engaging activities to keep students motivated and excited about learning. And there you have it, folks. The grammar visual cues method is a simple yet highly effective approach to teaching grammar that can bring a breath of fresh air into your elementary classroom. By incorporating visual aids, manipulatives, and hands-on activities, you can make grammar come alive for your students. So why not give it a try and see the transformative power of grammar visual cues in action? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and share it with your fellow educators. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe for more awesome content like this. Thanks for tuning in, and happy teaching!